Hi earth signs, hi fire signs, welcome in. We're going to take a look and see what's going on between your energy together. Welcome back, guys. Those of you who are part of this channel, I appreciate you so very much. I really do. If you're brand new and you just now clicked upon this channel for the first time, welcome. My name is Shannon. I'm glad to have you. I do a different type of a special work here on my channel. It's very intense, and so I'm asking you to pause this video and go down in the description box and watch the video that will take you over to my Instagram and listen to what I have to say about who I am and what I do on my channel and how the energy flows on me and why that's happening. And if you opt out of coming back here, then thanks for checking me out. Otherwise, if you just stay and you don't listen to that video and some real big heavy energy comes out and you're not understanding what's actually going on and you get offended, that's on you, okay? Because I'm not going to apologize for what I'm called to do here and how the energy flow comes through the channel in what I'm, called to do. And how the Most High God uses me that way. It is what it is. It's intense. We live in a very intense world, and the Most High will shake us up sometimes, and He allows me to feel it. It's really hard energy on me sometimes to have to feel that. But anyway, I just like to tell you to just go look at that video down below. But if you don't, then I guess you don't. But anyway, if you stay, then you stay, and welcome. I am on Facebook, and there is a link down below if you want to follow me there. I would love for you to follow me there, and I would love to begin to have some community. It's about dang time that I have some community with some people in the earth realm that's upright. And anyway, would love to have you. It's down below if you want to follow me over there. All right, let's get started. Sweet Most High, I just thank you so very much. Just come on in here and just begin to prophesy. Just begin to speak about whatever needs to be spoken of between this earth and fire energy. Reveal secrets, shut doors and open doors for whatever they need to know. So the color purple just came out in the earth and water connection reading. We have a purple ice cream cone. Okay, so something cold could be here, but your crown chakra goes back to the color purple as well. It's also a royal color as well. It could go back to mystery being here. Death can go back to frozen things. Some people are dealing with some people that are just very detached that way as well. This is about having something refreshing also on some type of a really hot situation that could be around some people's stuff. You can take the energy flow however it's hitting you with that purple ice cream cone coming out, and you could like purple, or purple needs to be something that you need to keep your eye out on. Okay, it could be a sports team color. It could be anything to you. Okay, but it is coming out here that's important to this reading. The coffee pot is coming out. Something about morning also came out. It was the water and air reading, I think. They had the frying pan and eggs coming out in two different energies, which would go back to the common denominator would be breakfast time or something about the morning. Okay, a lot of people I don't know that eats ice cream in the morning, but you might. Cold coffee. Okay, that could be drank all day long as well. But anyway, something about just something being consumed is here in this reading. We also have somebody could be getting a wake-up call. Also, when you eat cold things, it's like a shock, right? And so something out here could be a shock to somebody. The clouds, things that are being distorted. This is a confusing type of energy, especially if you got like a brain freeze type of energy, or you're not awake yet and something's just like, oh my gosh, with something. Also doing people that are on technology, throwing things up in the clouds and doing some nonsense on your technology. And that came out in the water and air reading, and the tower was there. And in the Lenormand deck that it came out in, it represents alterating things, okay? And somebody's also gotten frozen out of some type of accounts or something like that and getting a wake-up call to something, then something like that could be going on here. But some type of confusing energy is showing up here, or you've confused something, or somebody's done that to you, or you're waking up to a matter. We're going to let this unfold. And then the law could be here. I had the word military come out specifically just a second ago in one of the water connection readings as well. This is anyone who wears a uniform. I had law really, really heavy, and the DA has come out really, really heavy with these readings today. And so anybody with the uniform of any kind, okay, you could work in the morning times and put your uniform on. I don't know how you're going to take these energies, how they're going, but somebody with a uniform, somebody in authority is out here, and somebody's got a confusion around something they're trying to figure out, because somebody's got a wake-up call, or some type of frozen accounts just keep coming through my spirit, whatever that means, because I had the treasury come out twice in 2 of these readings thus far. The number 28 is here. The number 6 is here. These could be dates on a calendar, years. It could be a zodiac sign house as well. You can take them into 286, whatever that is. Okay, the numbers you sit down, let the Most High God give you some type of download about it. But 28, the number 6, and the letter K. And the letter K is the Justice card in the tarot. Let's get started here with this reading. And the I goes back to the 8th house, which goes back to FBI as well. So we definitely have government and stuff like that coming out in a real big, strong way here. Show me earth and fire, please. Earth and fire. Now, I had the word gun come out in the earth and air reading, I believe it was. This person is holding a rifle, is holding a gun as well. They're dealing with somebody who has a mental problem. It came out real strong in that reading. This goes back to that kind of stuff. They're confused, they're distorted, they're dangerous. Okay? Show me earth and fire. Something around a death issue is here. If that's an investigation that something happened in the morning time around a matter, and death goes back to this cold as ice stuff, then something is here. Something could have happened on a hot day. With that ice cream energy as well. Somebody also drives an ice cream truck, is what I just heard. That's a very specific message. Something about children. Again, children like ice cream as well, but the little page is out here. This is a good solid message just in general, depending on what this is about. It's still some type of good solid message, but it does go back to little kids and teenagers, or just something around a pentacle and something solid that is here being said. And the strength card is also go back to children's. This is the wall that keeps coming out in the Hebraic language. It's been making reference to somebody going behind a wall for protection, like prison and stuff like that. Obviously, if somebody's a prison guard as well, is also here attached to something, then they are. This is births and deaths. Again, it's out here passing from one space to the next. It has a meaning of a doorway. The pictograph looks like a ladder on its side, but it represents that wall there. Okay, so something is here with that, and some type of a good solid messages around something going on out here. So obviously somebody needs to go to jail for being a cray-cray. So the 8 of Pentacles. Okay, so somebody does work out here around the law, or a prison, or is having to take somebody to prison. Somebody got fired. Also came out yesterday in those readings, and today as I started these readings. There's definitely something around somebody's pay out here and frozen accounts. Okay, maybe in the morning time it took place. Somebody's confused of why something's been frozen, or obviously somebody worked on something here. There's the Queen of Pentacles, another page. There's a lot coming out on this. The Page of Wands, I really didn't want all this, but they came out. I guess we're going to take it. The Four of Wands, something around a celebration. Somebody's marriage is here. The Sun, also take you back to government or morning time, at the rise of the morning of something. This is a forcing energy. When it does come out, we have a real strong Leo energy that is coming out here. Obviously, we're looking at earth and fire. The sun right now is in a water sign, but we are getting a really strong Leo energy out here attached to a lot of fire stuff. And then there is the law right there with the justice and somebody who wears a uniform. There's oppression out here, and there is some type of attack. If you look at this, there could have been a sexual attack somewhere. It shows somebody laying on their back, right? And somebody's really being attacked around some matter than they are. The Ten of Wands is about oppression, but the Nine of Wands is also somebody who has got a mental illness somewhere, folks. Can represent that, and it's out here. Just come out in a different way. It's here for your overall energy. And people, if we got a cop or a military person that's been in some type of warlike mode and they lost their mind and they're out there in society, then somebody's a cray-cray somewhere. Somebody's a cray-cray somewhere. They're a kook. At the bottom of the deck is the Three of Cups. Also something social is here around something. The Queen of Pentacles, also a work person card, a wife. Okay, we got mother-children energies as well. Or there's a couple of children. I had teenagers that came out yesterday when I was reading as well. I think it was in the Taurus connection reading. There was something about, or it was Gemini or Taurus, I can't remember which one it was. There were teenagers around some type of a death matter that was going on. Okay, they were involved in something out here. Let me just study this for a second because there is something really big going on. Something is like right up in somebody's face because the sun is like front stage stuff when that does come out here. Give me just a second, please. We have the law is here, and there is like some type of a written decree out here is one of the word connections. Okay, so the law is just out here alone with that. Government is here. Like I said, we have it here that we can trace it back to, in here as well. Somebody does face prison. They ain't gonna get away with it because somebody's freaking a murderer somewhere, folks. They're nutso. And they deserve to go behind that wall, and they deserve a execution as well. They absolutely do. Something has been stolen out here. One of the words goes to a caterpillar. And what's interesting, those of you who are not illiterate to prophecy and scripture, one of the scriptures that came out stated that everything stolen was going to be returned, and it went back to the book of Joel and the prophecy. One of the words out here is a caterpillar, and that very prophecy is connected with everything stolen is going to be returned. One of the combinations out here goes to that energy. So the Most High is going to make sure, basically just bottom line what's out here, and it just keeps, repeating itself. Somebody will go to jail. Whoever has the hidden intentions around some nonsense, we got people that know about some stuff because Most High just over and over today has brought out the protection. He kept bringing out somebody is going to go to prison in warding the other day. They're not going to get away with all this nonsense that they think that they're doing. They're a nutso, freakazoid, piece of nuts, and they're going to be forced in a really, really big way on some stuff. Give us some words out here between earth and fire. Somebody got their kids all up in here involved in some crap. And or somebody's teenager has their boss doing something with them as well. Now your kids may be also dealing with going to jail because they're at age of accountability as well, depending on what this is entirely. So we had the Fool come out quite a bit today in the water connection readings. I'm getting another card that has something about the Fool. There's messages out here. And the scripture says that he that sends a message by the hand of a fool, it's like cutting off their feet and drinking the damage thereof. Okay, somebody gave somebody a little message here. Hey, can you go give this to so-and-so? Yeah, I'll take it. And never got there. And there's damage out here so bad for some people. They're dealing with mental issues, or they gave it to the mental issue freakazoid. Okay, something's happened out here, and now there's something horrific going on. There's damage around some stuff in a really bad way. Murder. It's here. It is here. It is here. The person's a crazy freakazoid. Woe to you, rich, for you have trusted in your riches, and from your riches shall you depart. Because you've not remembered the Most High God in the days of your riches. You've committed blasphemy and unrighteousness and become ready for the day of slaughter and the day of darkness and the day of great judgment. Like I said, they ain't getting away with this murderous nonsense. They're paying people off and don't give a rip. They don't even care that the Most High God's the one's giving you that stuff. Anyway, oh my God. So just a second ago, I fear the Most High people. I really, really, really do. He was showing me chemicals and stuff. And actually, we had the word explosion. And I was making reference to the fool having anger rest in his bosom because a fool will explode. Okay? They're a fool. They're dangerous. They're detached. They are frozen. But if you go watch the earth and water reading, I was making references to chemicals. Now, in the water connections, we had not only the word explosion come out in those connection readings, but we also had the tower that came out in 2 other readings, which is about an explosion and chemical used. Somebody's dealing with somebody who has some type of connection here, people, with military. And there's some type of chemical use around. Somebody's dangerous in these readings out here, my God. Somebody's went crazy. And if this also is showing us something in the morning time going to take place, if that's past energy, then it's past energy. But I'll never take away from past, present, or future. Somebody's crazy out here, folks. Now, the Most High just did not bring that out in that reading and was showing it to me for nothing. And my hands find it literally out of all these freaking cards that my hands could pick that. There ain't no way, because we know that the Most High God is real on this channel. Okay? Somebody's in danger out here, or a bunch of people are. Somebody dealing with explosive stuff out here. And like I said in that reading, the Y and the L was the 2 cards that I said I think you can trace that back to chemicals. That is the exact word that is here. It's the hangman with the actually it's the hangman with the lover's card is what it would be, but the anyway, the yod still is a Y. The lover's card, the pictograph, is a Y. But I still was picked up on the energy. That's amazing to me. People need to pray. Temperature changes out here. Well, again, something's up. Something around a laundromat connection. Jewelry, earrings, watches, ring. There's just something of value. Somebody's stolen some stuff. And it's all going to be returned to where it goes. Somebody lost their freaking mind. Even gotten themselves connected to something out here that they just think they can do some type of explosive thing. Are you kidding me? There's the treasury coming out again. It's 3rd time today it's come out in these combination readings. So whoever, or a store or a treasury, something's connected with this. Again, money just in general. And the rich are being, now if you're rich and you're humble and you got the love of God in you, he ain't talking to you. He's talking about the greedy that have a root of evil. They're stubborn. They pay people off, because the Queen of Pentacles in the negative should do anything for money. Anything. She'll steal for it. She'll do whatever. She's a fool in the negative. That's incredible, though, that my hands find this 3 times. Something green is attached to this. So we have green and purple out here specifically as well. Something green. Something about red in a post is here. A forceful communicator. Drugs. Okay. And a preacher is out here connected to this. Now, yesterday, I had the preacher's kid come out in wording. I had a fake preacher come out. I also had an upright preacher leader as well. So it goes both ways all day long. If you're upright, you're upright. But I did, and I had a church sanctuary come out in wording as well in those readings that I was doing. So whatever the connections are with all this stuff, people need to pray. That kind of stuff is social stuff, society with like churches, and I just had that cross come out in one of the water connection readings as well. So whatever all that is, folks, somebody will go to prison. You talk about murder, and the Most High bringing out a serial killer twice yesterday. It came through my spirit, and my hands found the card in a totally different reading, and then the word murder came out in another reading, and somebody had a plot to blow up a bunch of freakazoids, or these freakazoids to blow up a bunch of people. You dealing with crazy out here, folks. We're dealing with a very sensitive situation out here. Somebody's crazy. Wow. So the NG, this goes back to a hidden relationship. So there was something around a plot around somebody's relationship that came out in one of the water connection readings. Somebody went nutso, they plotted around something, then the plot was to get some type of money or access to something. They weren't there because they cared about somebody. Somebody was set up on some nonsense out here. Okay? Anyway, a hidden relationship was around something or is around something. This also goes back to luxuries and stuff. Again, the rich, though, are being judged by the Most High. And if the rich are going to be exploded by the Most High God, then you ain't going to escape the explosion of the Most High God. See you later. Let him blow you into many pieces if he's got to do that then. And he's going to get everybody together and blow them up. Then the Most High's got scripture for that very thing as well. Okay? We want to rid the earth from this nonsense. There was a baby around somebody's stuff as well, because it's also a pregnancy fertility rune as well. Also a construction rune, and that wall keeps, because somebody's put some bomb somewhere, folks. Somebody's put some bomb somewhere. They've used some type of chemicals, and if somebody is going to go, I guess if somebody's going to take vengeance, and obviously vengeance is the Most High's, but obviously the Most High is saying something out here. And if he is going to use another freak to take care of other freaks, then whatever's going to happen, that's going to happen, I guess. But I do know this one thing. People need to pray. Because whatever's going on, it's huge on this table today. Shalom.